Are you a full-time employee not satisfied with the take-home salary you are receiving? Have you been unemployed for so long, having completed school? Are you looking for a side hustle or a main hustle that will give you a consistent cash flow? Then this video is for you. Today, we are going to be talking about 10 side hustle ideas you can begin in Ghana or anywhere else in the world. This will be a 2-part video series, so be sure to stay subscribed for the next part. But before we begin, let us take a quick word from our sponsor, me. On the 29th of March 2022, I hit my first 1 million views on this channel. And as if that were not enough, I hit my first 50,000 subscribers on 17th April 2022. This was despite me not posting content for the past 5 months. But of course, it gingered me to get my camera, grab my microphone, and get back right in front of your screens to offer value. To celebrate these milestones and to reward you, my cherished subscribers, I felt it would be a good idea to ask you to submit your own side hustles so I promote them on my platform and we all grow together. If you love this idea, drop this video a like. So today, we'll be starting with Reverend Father Stephen, who was the first to send me his idea, but more on that later. So I receive a lot of messages asking me for ideas to start a business that can augment a regular job or stand in for one while you search for a good job. And this mainly was the inspiration behind this video. We are going to divide these into online hustle ideas. So those are businesses you can start from your computer on your own at home without moving anywhere. And then offline ideas, which are businesses you can start out there in the real physical world at a very minimum cost or no cost at all. We'll talk about the startup cost involved, the time demanded to run them, the resources to learn and grow, and a small dose of inspiration to get you started as well. So straight off the bat to offline ideas, the first is snail farming. Humans have been consuming snails for thousands of years. And in Ghana, they continue to remain an important delicacy in communities around the country. Snails are very high in proteins, iron, and water, while being low in fat. The global snail farming industry stands at $12 billion annually. And in Ghana, while it is hard to come by accurate statistics, the market is worth over $1 million. So guess what? There is incredible opportunity for those who want to get into it. Fortunately, there's a low barrier to entry as anyone can get into it, and the startup and maintenance costs are relatively low. This means that you can operate your small snail farming business around a very flexible work routine. Perfect for those who are already employed. All you need is a wooden or metal box with a meshed lid, a bit of soil, dry leaves, and a few edible snails from an organic snail farm to breed, all for a combined cost of 500 to 1,000 Ghana cedis. From one box at the back of your home, you can scale up to 2, 3, 4, and up to 10 boxes as time goes on. The biggest markets in Ghana would be Accra and Kumasi. And in this day of social media, you can create a brand unique to yourself and leverage on your network of friends and followers to build yourself a very loyal clientele. At a selling cost of around 2 cedis, you would only have to sell 500 snails in a month to make 1,000 Ghana cedis. And this is a very conservative estimate. You can make much more than this. The resources for getting started are incredible. I'll drop a few of them in the video description below. Moving on to our second offline side hustle idea, reselling items. So in economics, there's a concept referred to as arbitrage. To explain, it is the practice of taking advantage of a difference in prices in 2 or more markets, striking a combination of matching deals to capitalize on the difference, the profit being the difference between the market prices at which the unit or the item was traded. Interestingly, this concept of arbitrage can be applied to anything, including commodities. To put it simply, the idea is to buy low and sell high for a profit. These could be clothes, watches, shoes, everyday items people within your immediate environment need and are willing to pay you for. You could visit Makola, Kantamanto, Edum, or even go online to Alibaba and get very good high in demand products and sell them at a marked up price either in your office or at school or in your neighborhood. To be clear, this is already a thriving side hustle business hundreds of Ghanaians are already engaged in, especially in the public sector. However, to be really successful, you will need to create an attractive brand that will form the umbrella for all the things you'll be selling. In other words, add a bit of value so that those you are selling to feel like they are getting value for their money. You don't just go and pick from the shop and then come and dump it on them. Add a little bit of value. As much as possible, avoid substandard items so that you can have a very high return rate of buyers. If done well, this business idea can make you over 5,000 cedis a month. You might even be tempted to quit your full-time job in exchange for this business. Moving on to our third offline hustle idea, catering services. Guys, everyone eats. It's the single most important thing I can guarantee you every human being is doing, even at this present moment. Well, aside sleeping and the global catering and food market is over $500 billion, and in Ghana, it's over 7 billion cedis. This means that the market is huge for anyone who has the potential to succeed. And you don't have to start big. All you need is a love for cooking and the ability to brand your dishes and market them well with social media. Incredible. If you are in school at the university and you have a very relaxed schedule, you can spend time cooking interesting and delicious dishes and selling in your hall or around campus. One of the easiest dishes you can prepare at the very least is Indomie instant noodles. I know the Oponglo Harvard guys love that stuff. If you are a worker, you can prepare and package sumptuous breakfast and lunch dishes to sell to your colleagues at work. Of course, many of them might want it free of charge, but remember that this is a business you are running and you just have to J your eye in order to be successful. If you are an unemployed, free, talented cook, it is only the sky that is your limit. I mean, only the sky. Identify a good market like a school, a building or construction site, a workplace complex, or even a hospital. Startup cost for a catering business can be as low as 200 cedis, believe it or not. You would have to learn to start small, grow and scale until such a time where you can open a big restaurant. I mean, that is going to be incredible. Now, before we jump to our next offline side hustle, it's time to give a side hustle shout out to Reverend Father Stephen Sapaku. As I said, he was the first person to send me his side hustle idea. Father Stephen is a Catholic priest in the Afram Plains, working among small rural communities to bring quality education to their young ones. Mind you, Father Stephen was born and raised in Accra, but he took the personal decision to go to the villages and make a real difference. Seriously, how many of us can do that? We are all running to the cities or we are running abroad for greener pastures. No one wants to go to the villages. I mean, no one. Since moving to what he likes to call the United States of Afram Plains, Father Stephen has single-handedly started the first private school in the village of Mame Krobo to offer quality education to the children of the Afram Plains. But he needs your support for a school building as well as teaching and learning materials. He really needs your support. You can make your donations to him on 020-916-6446 or check out his Facebook pages to see the amazing work he is doing. Now, this is what I call impact. So kudos to you, Father Stephen, and more grease to your elbows. Moving to our next offline side hustle idea, we have pet grooming. This is a bit of a strange one, and I actually didn't know the opportunity existed in Ghana until I saw a news feature about it a few weeks ago on, I think, TV3. Very simply, it involves the bathing and grooming of pets of those who own them, especially dog owners. I mean, most Ghanaians who own pets own dogs. You trim their fur, you cut their nails, and maybe you would even send them on walks once a week or once a month. From the news feature I watched, interestingly, you can earn up to 300 cedis per dog. So if you groom about 17 pets in a month, you should be clocking 5,000 cedis. Just 17 pets, clocking 5,000 cedis. I feel it's a very good opportunity out there. However, the main challenge might be finding clients who will be willing to work with you. I mean, this kind of business will be more referral based, so you would have to grow a network on social media. You would have to attend social events so that you can meet people who own dogs and who love dogs, and you can market your services to them, especially those who need it most. I mean, it's not everyone who wants their dog groomed, but it's becoming a thing. So once you attend these events, you'll be able to identify those who like that sort of service and offer your services to them. Who knows, you might even get yourself a nice DB along the way. So hop aboard. Finally, for our last offline side hustle idea, ride sharing. This is exclusively for those who own cars or rent cars, and if done well, you could potentially drive your car at no cost with some profits to spare. The idea is to share your car with more passengers heading towards the same direction as you at a fee. To put it in layman terms, you're just going to be using your car as a trotro. I mean, why spend money on fuel to drive alone when you can get 3 to 4 times that money back while driving with others? It's a no-brainer, honestly. If you're concerned about security risk and how you might get customers, there are a couple of alternatives available to you. First of all, there are ride-sharing platforms like Uber and Bolt. You would just have to register as a driver and that's it. You can begin to share your ride with other passengers who are heading the same direction. Secondly, if you are a worker and you can network with other workers or colleagues who not only work in the same building or same area as you, but also live in the same vicinity as you, then you can come to some sort of agreement on a rate for the month and then pick them up on your way to work every day. Again, this is business. It's not charity, business. If you can do it very well, you'll make over 2,000 cedis a month, and this can pay for or subsidize your own fuel cost, and you'll just be riding your car free of charge. If you are not a worker, but like me, you just love to drive around, you don't own your own car, another option is to rent a car and use it for an Uber business. I mean, depending on how business goes, you can get enough to pay for the cost of rent and have a very good profit margin on top of it, virtually operating a zero-cost Uber business. It's amazing. The opportunity is out there and it's just up to you to explore it. Maintenance will not be on you, it will be on the owner of the vehicle. So all you have to do really is to drive safely and stay out of trouble so that you do not get into trouble with the real owner of the vehicle. So friends, this brings us to the end of this particular video. I hope you liked the ideas I shared and the video was engaging enough for you. Be sure to stay subscribed for part 2 of the 10 side hustle ideas you can begin here in Ghana in 2022. And in the next video, we'll be exploring the online side hustle opportunities. This video was about offline, next one will be about online. You can check out my other videos on this channel for more exciting money-making ideas. I'll see you again next time.